Hello, and welcome to your Plan Year 2020-2021 Open Enrollment presentation. My name is Janelle, and I'm here with Rachel. We'll be your presenters today. And this is the information for Open Enrollment period that will begin February 10th, and it will be ending February the 21st.
So we wanted to welcome you to your 18th annual open enrollment period. Shown on the screen here are the 27 member institutions that will be going through the open enrollment period at the same time as you. So we thank you for being a member of ICUBA.
Here we just wanted to give you a sneak peek of some of the things we will be reviewing today. On the left-hand side of the screen, you'll find the things that are new for April 2020. We did want to highlight the group AFLAC plans, critical illness, hospital indemnity, the accident plan. There are some great program enhancements to Rally, and we'll also discuss how you can enter your phone number and email address to be entered into a prize drawing. And then on the left-hand screen, we'll just be reviewing towards the end some of the same great benefits that you all have that are in effect today.
Just as a reminder, we reviewed this slide last year, but just to catch you guys up, as a self-funded medical plan, ICUBA pays all claims that are processed by our medical, pharmacy, and behavioral health benefit managers. These benefits are really your claims that you are receiving. So when you're visiting the doctor's office, all the claims that are paid by the insurance companies are actually paid by the self-funded medical plan here at ICUBA. We just wanted to let you know that ICUBA spends premium dollars only on the benefit for our members, and our plans are designed specifically by educators for educators. So we really want to invest in a long-term culture of well-being so you can be the best version of yourself. And thanks to you, all of our members, we're pleased to announce a low medical increase for the 2020 and 2021 plan year. This is mostly thanks to you guys being very smart consumers utilizing the plan last year.
So first up, we wanted to introduce you to the new group AFLAC benefits. This is our newest brand partner here at ICUBA. And as we mentioned previously, the new plans are the critical illness. We'll be offering the hospital indemnity, which comes with a high and low offering, as well as the accident plan. These new group plans will provide better benefits at a lower cost in most cases. Right now during open enrollment, you'll have guaranteed issue, which means no medical questions will be asked. And prior individual plans that you may have been on will no longer be offered through a payroll deduction. Portability is available, and you should receive some portability information in the mail soon.
So the first group AFLAC plan that we'll review is the new critical illness offering. The coverages that are included in the critical illness are listed here on the left-hand side of the screen. Cancer, heart attack, sudden cardiac arrest, coronary artery bypass, major organ transplant, bone marrow transplant, kidney failure, and stroke, just to name a few. The features of this critical illness plan is it does pay a lump sum cash benefit to you in the event that you are diagnosed with one of these conditions after the plan year effective date of April 1st. It will pay in addition to other insurance. We are offering a guarantee issue amount up to $30,000 this year for an employee, and the spouse is eligible to elect up to 50% of the employee election, with a guarantee issue amount this year of $15,000. Just to let you know, children are automatically covered under the employee's election, and they're covered through their age of 26. With all of the ICUBA plans, portability is an option. So if you do change jobs or retire, you can take these plans with you if you leave. We hope that you do not receive one of these diagnoses this coming year, but just a reminder, if you don't need to cash in on the critical illness benefit, they do still have a health screening benefit that is, gives you an option for an additional $50 incentive.
Next is the hospital indemnity plan. Coverage includes hospital admission or confinement due to an accident or illness. Some of the features of the plan, again, it pays a lump sum cash benefit to you, pays in addition to other insurance coverage. You can take this coverage with you if you change jobs or retire. The premiums will be payroll deducted, and again, no medical questions will be asked at this time. those two coverage levels we referenced earlier, the high and the low. For the admission, under the high plan, it pays $1,000. Under the low, it pays $500. And then both for confinement and intensive care, under both the high and the low plan, both pay at $100 per day. And so we have an example here towards the bottom of the screen for a pregnancy/delivery. Under the high plan, for the admission, you'd be paid $1,000. Confinement for 3 days, you get $300 for a total payment to you of $1,300. And then under the low plan, admission pays $500. For your 3-day confinement, you get $300 for a total payment of $800 under the hospital indemnity plan.
Our final offering through Group AFLAC this year is the accident insurance. Nobody plans for an accident to happen, but in the event that an accident does occur, we just want to make sure that your finances can handle it. This plan is reassuring to know that you'll have help if you need, if you have an ambulance ride or an emergency room visit, experience a fracture or a degree, lacerations, or a concussion. These are just some of the items that are covered under the accident insurance. We hope that, again, you do not need to cash in on this benefit this year, but there is also that annual health screening benefit for $50, which would apply.
We also wanted to just introduce you to some of the new program enhancements under the Rally platform. So first up is the survey. That is still the gatekeeper this year, so you must complete that survey before any of the Rally dollars that you've earned will be available to you. The wellness exam is up to $60 this year. That's up from $25 last year. The biometric screenings, you can earn $40 this year. Again, that's up from $25. And then for your on-site and campus events, that's up to $70. So that's 7 sessions, and that was up from 5 for last year. We still have your preventative exams, your PSAs, colonoscopies, and mammograms. For those, you're getting $50 for the first claim process. We still have the IQUBA Cares Qualified Medication Change Incentive for $50. And then we have missions and challenges for those unlimited coins. We also have the IQUBA sweepstakes, private sweepstakes attached to those. And then for teledoc registration and your tobacco attestation, there's 400 Rally coins for that. And then for a clinical rewards program, you receive 500 Rally coins per quarter for a total of 2,000 coins per plan year. And just to mention, to speak on the coins for a moment, a feel-good fun fact, our members donated 4 million coins to Rally charities last year. So kudos to you guys. And then one other thing about the coins we wanted to mention, the coins actually can be very helpful. Rally has some flash sales. In those sales, they do some deep discounts on theme park tickets, movie tickets, some health items. So keep a lookout for those flash sales. You may get an email from Rally. They don't happen every often, maybe once a month. So keep an eye out so you can have a chance to use those coins that way as well.
We are really excited this year to introduce the physician results form. I've been asked many times at health fairs, I just got my blood work done at my doctor's office, can I submit it? In the past, that answer has been no, but after April 1st, the answer is yes. So you will visit the same portal where you've previously scheduled your biometric screening. From this portal at myquestforhealth.com, you will then click on the physician results form. Here you will download the form, which is a unique form to you, the employee, or the spouse that's covered by the plan. This form does contain a unique barcode, so it's important that you not make copies of it. This form is only for you. Step 3 is just to complete your annual wellness exam, including blood work, with your doctor's office, and have them fill out the biometric items that are circled in red on the examples shown here. And then the final step is just submission of the form. Your doctor can fax the form back to Quest Diagnostics, and the phone number is located at the top of the page. However, we don't want to leave the whole responsibility up to your doctor's office. We know that things get crazy in there sometimes, and the form can potentially get lost. So we're encouraging all members to make a copy of, or request a copy of the signed form. So in the event that it does not get taken care of by the doctor's office, you have the ability to then fax it or upload it to the portal on your own.
Next, a few Rally reminders. We still have the Rally Clinical Rewards for chronic conditions available. This program provides our members who have a chronic condition with some additional educational materials. The conditions that qualify are listed on the screen here. If you participate, you can earn 500 Rally coins each quarter. If your goals are achieved, totaling 2,000 Rally coins each year. And then we also wanted to remind you again about our city challenges and private sweepstakes. When you cross a city challenge milestone and you have your device synced up with Rally, you are automatically entered for a chance to win a $50 Amazon gift card. IQBA does give away those incentives every 14 days. We don't ask that you win that challenge, just that you participate and make sure that you're meeting those milestones.
So just to outline the value of the improvements that we've made to Rally this year, I'm sure you are all familiar with Emma. She's our decision support tool loaded into IQBAbenefits.org. And by this time next year, we hope this is Emma's story. Next year, Emma would have downloaded the Blue Cross Blue Shield mobile app, and she was able to locate a Blue Distinction Total Care provider. At her Blue Distinction Total Care provider, she was able to receive her annual physical or wellness exam for free, and she earned the $60 Rally incentive. Her primary care physician also submitted the Quest Physician Results form, earning her an additional $40 for the biometrics. So from that single wellness visit, she was able to rack up $100 for those gift cards. At work, Emma participated in 5 on-site events totaling $50, and she's really hoping for the last 2 and that she'll be able to squeeze them in. During a recent doctor's appointment, Emma was diagnosed as a diabetic. She was able to connect with a Blue Cross Blue Shield health coach through the Clinical Rewards program to help provide her a little additional education and help her control her condition. To date, at this time next year, Emma has earned 150 Rally dollars that are eligible for those electronic gift cards within the site, and has donated 8,000 coins to various Rally charities. What I will note for you is Emma has not done anything out of the ordinary or that she would not have regularly done. And she's already earned $150. So Emma, if she was eligible for a mammogram or colonoscopy, would still have those available, or if she was eligible for one of those qualified medication changes from IQBA Cares, would also have that available to her as well. So the sky is the limit with Rally this year.
Next, we wanted to just go over your flexible spending and HRA options. On the flexible spending side of things, just please remember that mandatory elections must be made each year. We'll just talk about the healthcare flexible spending account and dependent care spending account for a moment. Both accounts are funded by you, the employee. You're funded on a pre-tax basis throughout the plan year via your payroll deductions. For the flexible spending account, the funds are available immediately for use as of April 1st. With the dependent care spending account, you receive your deposits with each paycheck. On the healthcare spending side of things, these funds can be used for your healthcare expenses for you and your eligible tax dependents. If you enroll in that flex plan, you do not have to be enrolled in the medical plan. And then the limit has been increased by the IRS this year on the flexible spending account healthcare for it's up to $2,750. For the DCA, what's important to remember is that these funds can only be used for dependent children up to the age of 13, so they're no longer eligible as of their 13th birthday. So if you have a child that's 12 and they may be turning 13 sometime throughout the plan year, just keep that in mind as you're choosing your annual election amount. Of course, these funds can be used for your daycare, after and before school care, any type of gap camps or summer camps. And then the IRS household limit is still $5,000. Another important thing to remember that both of these plans are use it or lose it. There's no carryover. So you'll want to plan wisely so that you don't waste any of your funds. And then more of an FYI on the HRA, it is paired with your medical plan. Your employer puts funds in that account for you monthly on the last business day of each month. There's no payroll deductions, there's no cost to you. These funds can be used for yourself and anyone else that's covered under your medical plan. The flex plans under that healthcare FSA have to be used before you can tap into your HRA. The HRA rolls over each year, whereas that flex, of course, it's use it or lose it. And then keep in mind also that the HRA does come with a vesting component. So after you have been enrolled in an HRA eligible medical plan for 36 continuous months, you're vested. And should you leave FIT for any reason, you can still continue to use your card and submit claims for eligible medical expenses.
Up next, we're going to review the dependent verification. If you currently have a dependent on your plan that is not eligible, we ask that you please remove them during this open enrollment, and their coverage will terminate on March 31st. Just as a reminder, before you click that final I agree button, you are certifying that all the dependents in which you have covered under the IQVIA benefits are in fact eligible for coverage.
So who is an eligible dependent? It's a legally recognized spouse, natural child, your legally adopted child, your stepchild, a child required to be covered pursuant to a qualified medical support order, a child with proof of guardianship who resides with you, and your foster child. We also just wanted to notify you that dependents are covered until the end of the calendar year in which they turn age 26. If you do have a disabled dependent over the age of 26, they are able to remain on the plan, but you will have to provide documentation to substantiate that disability. And then we also wanted to point out for dependent verification is an additional part of your enrollment process. So your employer will need documents to prove that your family members on the plan are your legal eligible dependents. Some acceptable documentation will be your tax returns, marriage certificate for your spouse, and then birth certificates for your children. These can be uploaded to your employee file within the IQVIA benefits portal, and we just gave you a little screenshot here to the far right that kind of gives you a visual of where that will be in the system when you log in.
So where do you go for all these enrollments that we keep talking about? You're going to visit IQVIAbenefits.org, and during your open enrollment period, you're free to update or make any changes for the benefits for the upcoming plan year. The plan year will last from April 1st, 2020 to March 31st, 2021. This is the only time that you will have the chance or opportunity to update or change your benefits for the coming plan year. So we do ask that everybody at least go in and confirm. If you do need to make a change during the year, that is only permitted within 30 days of a qualified life event. So in order to get started, log into IQVIAbenefits.org. You'll see a button at the top of your home page that says Start Your Enrollment. From there, you'll step through the process with following the map or the legend that you see here on the screen, just clicking through that orange Continue button. And on the final page, you'll get the opportunity to view, email, or print your enrollment. If you should turn Emma off towards the beginning of your enrollment, don't worry, she can still help you at any point in time. She will be available for you in the left-hand corner of your screens if you need her.
We also have the open enrollment sweepstakes again this year. When you log on to IQVIAbenefits.org and update or confirm your personal phone number or your personal email address, and then you finalize your enrollment, you'll be automatically entered into a sweepstakes. So look out for that. We've heard some great news about many of the people who have won previously, and so this year's your opportunity again.
We wanted to let you know about our single sign-on portal at IQVIAbenefits.org. So if you visit our website, below that rotating banner, you'll see a section called My Carrier Account. The very first time that you click into any of these links, it might require you to set up a username and password. but then the next time that you visit icubabenefits.org, you should be able to directly click in to all of our various brand partners that are shown on the screen here. There's a multitude of different items that you can do within the site, including educate yourself on the plans, view plan summaries, or past claims. So we really encourage you to log in and check out these single sign-on links.
We also wanted to just provide you with some additional information so you could be an informed consumer. We're giving you an idea of some of those things are at no cost to you, some of those things that are not subject to the deductible, and some of the major services that the deductible do apply to. So we'll start on the far left, no cost to access your Blue Distinct primary care physicians. Some examples, another one is the colonoscopy, your EAP services, mammograms, medically necessary preventative services, medically necessary labs from Quest, and ultrasounds of the breast is another example. In the middle column, no deductible for advanced imaging, your emergency room visits, your emergency transportation, prescription drugs, therapies such as your occupational, physical, and speech therapy, and teledoc. And then on that right-hand corner, the deductible does apply to durable medical equipment. If you maybe need a hearing aid or you're in the hospital, you've had an outpatient surgery, in or outpatient surgery that wasn't through Surgery Plus, private nursing duty, ultrasounds that are not of the breast, and then x-rays, all those things are subject to your deductible.
Just a reminder about your Surgery Plus benefits. These benefits are paired with your medical plan. Surgery Plus brings to us their Surgeons of Excellence network. These surgeons are licensed, board certified, fellowship trained, and have been screened for malpractice sanctions and criminal records. They have hundreds of covered surgeries available to you. There's a few examples that are listed in the lower left-hand corner of the screen for you. So if you are in the market for a non-emergent but medically necessary surgery, we do encourage you to reach out to Surgery Plus and connect with a care advocate. If you decide to proceed with a Surgery Plus surgeon, there is a financial incentive to you. Your deductible and coinsurance will be waived for the surgical procedure, so the procedure is at no cost to you. Also, if Surgery Plus does ask you to travel to meet your surgeon or receive the surgery, there is a travel benefit that is included, which will include hotel stay or per diem for gas and food and items like that. Surgery Plus does provide a full concierge service to you, so they will help you locate the best surgeon to fit your needs. Once you make the decision, they will schedule appointments and coordinate transfer of medical records, and then they'll follow up with you afterwards to make sure that everything went good.
Next, we also wanted just to remind you of your teledoc benefit. We do have single sign-on available through the Blue Cross and Blue Shield My Health Toolkit. If you're not familiar, teledoc, you can speak with a licensed physician via video, or you can speak to them over the telephone. So if you're busy, you don't have time, you're on vacation or maybe a business trip, this is a great opportunity for you to use teledoc and take advantage of that $5 copay. You must establish an account prior to seeking treatment, so you do have to register. Your company key will be ICUBA for that. We listed on the screen for you just some of the top reasons that many folks have been calling teledoc. We also wanted to remind you that if you speak to a doctor, they are not able to prescribe controlled substances, psychiatric drugs, or lifestyle drugs. So you will have to make sure that you maintain a relationship with your primary care physician for those things. But I know sometimes we get busy and we just go to what's comfortable, but don't forget about that teledoc is an option for you.
ICUBA Cares Pharmacist Advocate Program is also a really good phone number to have in your programmed into your phone. If you're experiencing side effects from a new medication, or if you were denied at the pharmacy recently for a prior authorization and you've misplaced your letter from Optum, or if you have been notified that step therapy is required before you can take a certain drug, or if you simply just want to learn how you can save money by switching to a generic. These are all great reasons to call iCuba Cares. iCuba Cares is available Monday through Friday during normal business hours, and the phones are manned by real pharmacists who can really advocate for you. They will call your doctor on your behalf and even get on the phone with the insurance company to help you resolve several of the issues that come with picking up more complex prescriptions. So if you are in one of these situations, please give iCuba Cares a call.
We also wanted to remind you of the Able To program that's made available to us by Aetna. It's a condition management program that helps us deal with some of those health and life conditions. So you meet with a therapist and a coach once a week for 8 weeks, so there's 16 sessions. And what they do is they help you address some of the emotional challenges that can come along with these conditions. They can help you set goals, develop an action plan, and just give you some ways of how to change your thinking, your mindset, your behaviors. This is a great program. If you or any of your dependents maybe have some of these issues, we really encourage you to give this Able To program a try.
If you do receive a call from Blue Cross Blue Shield, Optum, iCuba Cares, or Aetna, they are calling because they care. iCuba has partnered with these trained health advisors and registered nurses to help provide you additional tools and education and advocate for you when you're trying to manage a chronic health condition. So these trained professionals can assist you with goal setting, help you better understand your doctor's treatment plan, and can support you with referrals or transition of care if warranted. So we understand that chronic conditions can be very stressful and very daunting, and we've partnered with these care consultants to reach out to you in your time of need. So if your phone rings, just give them 5 minutes of your time.
We also want to remind you of the free BDTC benefit for you. So anytime you see a family practice, internal medicine, or pediatrician BDTC provider, those visits are always free. So as you're going through that toolkit for Blue Cross and Blue Shield and you're searching providers, just make sure you're looking for that blue distinction total care logo. And then we also wanted to remind you, this is something that started last year, the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Care Connected Customer Service Team. This is a specialized team that's dedicated to you guys. They can help with claims questions, concierge assistance for any billing issues. They can assist with helping you find a BDTC provider or any provider for that manner. They can also help you connect you with a lifestyle coach and help you connect with someone that can help you with your chronic conditions. This number is the same Blue Cross and Blue Shield number on the back of your ID card.
Next, we want to remind everyone about the My Health Toolkit mobile app. This mobile app can be a very good resource to keep in your pocket at all times. Once you do log in, you are able to save your ID card to the home page, so next time you can simply pull up your ID card, even if you do not have cell service. You can do almost everything within the mobile app that you can do from the computer. So you can view your benefits, you can view how the claims should be paid, plan summaries. You can also view your explanation of benefits. So this is past visits, and you can see how much Blue Cross Blue Shield paid on your behalf or on iCuba's behalf, and how much you are actually responsible for paying to the various providers. So if you don't already have this app downloaded, we highly recommend it.
We also wanted to just go over the EAP program. So this program is available to all active employees. So Aetna Resources for Living has some great resources such as emotional, life, legal, and financial. On the emotional side, you're able to speak with a licensed clinician by phone, televideo, or in their office. You get 6 sessions per issue per year for each member of your household. Again, you don't need to be in the medical plan in order to take advantage of this benefit. They also have people to help you with just some life issues, finding referrals to daycare, access to lawn care. They can do many, many other things for you. They also have some discounts available on their website for you. They can help you with legal, drawing up a will, maybe you're going through a divorce. There's also have a ton of templates out there that you can use, certain legal documents. They can help you with ID theft as well. And if your ID has been stolen, they can help you resolve that. And then on the financial side, you can speak with a financial specialist to help you with budgeting, retirement planning, college planning. Of course, it's tax time, so you can give them a call to maybe help you through some of your tax issues as well. All calls to the EAP for Resources for Living are free and confidential, so you can give them a call. We put the number here on the screen for you. It's option 1 for EAP.
The EAP has also gone digital. We introduced Talkspace last year, so now you can text a therapist. This is just a reminder that Talkspace is still available, and on average, 1 week of Talkspace messaging is equal to 1 EAP session. So the first step in order to set up a visit through Talkspace is you must call Resources for Living for authorization, and then they can step you through the process of getting registered with this mobile app.
And then we wanted to just give you a breakdown of all the mobile apps that are available to you from Blue Cross, Optum. They have a Rally app, Quest, Resources for Living. There's the icubabenefits.org app and many more that's listed here on the screen. We just encourage you to download these apps so you have all of your tools and resources at your fingertips when you need them.
So we're about to go through some of the same great benefits that you currently have at Florida Tech. These brand partners, the existing plans will not be changing.
The first brand partner we will review is the medical plan, which is a combination of Blue Cross Blue Shield, Optum Rx, and Aetna. These are the 3 medical plans offered at Florida Tech: the preferred PPO, the Premier Copay Plan, and the 4,000, 8,000 plan. The preferred PPO and the Premier Copay plans both work with the same deductible and out-of-pocket maximum. And these plans, all 3 of these plans, like we mentioned, will not be changing for the upcoming plan year. The important thing to note is the preferred PPO plan works more with a co-insurance with a few copays sprinkled in for urgent care and emergency room, and then down at the bottom for teledoc and convenient care. The Premier Copay plan has the same deductible and out-of-pocket, but is more structured for your doctor's office visits with the set copay amount. The plan premiums with the Premier Copay are higher. The 4,000 and 8,000 plan focuses more on healthy families, and this plan was designed for children and families and has the highest deductible and highest out-of-pocket. It also has a copay structure as well for the doctor's visits. But what I would like to call your attention to is the bottom of the screen, where all 3 plans pay exactly the same. We just want to give you a little bit more information about the 4,000, 8,000 deductible PPO plan. Again, this plan was designed for families with children and will provide a premium cost savings for healthy families with children. This plan gives you the freedom to choose a plan that meets your needs, freedom to shop for pricing and services, and the freedom to visit providers of your choice. This plan is also moving forward with a 0% increase this year for children and family tiers of coverage. So if you're looking to save a little bit of money, this might be a great option for you and your family. We want to call attention to the differences with this plan offering. The deductible and the out-of-pocket are significantly higher than the preferred PPO. The co-insurance and co-pays are also higher. And while the plan premiums are much less, a catastrophic event may end up costing you more. So just be mindful of what you're planning for this year. All 3 plans come with the same great core benefits that do not apply to the deductible, same well-being incentives through Rally, and same prescription drug benefits. The IQVIA prescription drug plan is paired with the medical plan. These tiers, this tier structure that we have shown on the screen here is not changing for the coming plan year either. We still are offering a 30-day at retail or a 90-day supply at retail or mail order. Just an important note for you, the 90-day supply will save you money. So if you have an eligible medication that you're able to fill for 90 days, we highly encourage that practice. We also offer several prescription drug freebies, items like prescribed diabetic supplies and folic acid, prenatal vitamins, aspirin for adults, and generic statins if you're eligible. So if you are looking to receive any of these drugs, you simply just need a prescription from your doctor's office. And then you go to the pharmacy counter and then they can help you get these drug freebies. We want to highlight the separate out-of-pocket maximum that we have in place for prescription drugs. The reason that we have a separate out-of-pocket is because you might be an individual who doesn't really go to the doctor's office that often, but you do take a lot of medication. So this separate out-of-pocket is just an extra security blanket for you. Behavioral health and substance abuse benefits are still through Aetna. This benefit is also not changing for the coming year. So if you need to seek professional counseling services or psychiatric medication evaluation, any ABA services having to do with autism, or even the intensive services, these will all be through your Aetna benefit. So it is the same phone number as the EAP. So if you begin professional counseling under the EAP, it can easily transition to your Aetna benefit. And then option 2 will just be for the behavioral health line. Florida Tech is still offering 3 Humana dental plans. So the high option PPO, the preventive low plus, and then the DHMO plan. We want to call a few things to your attention. The preventive low plan is only for preventive or basic services only. Any major services or orthodontics will not be covered under this plan. So just be careful when you are making your election. We also want to remind you that the DHMO plan does require a network provider assignment prior to seeking treatment. These network providers are also in the state of Florida only. So if you have dependents outside of the state of Florida, and they will not be able to seek treatment wherever they are, unless they return home, for instance, to visit the dentist. So if you do have dependents outside of the state, or you yourself are outside of the state of Florida, the DHMO plan might not be the plan for you. With the DHMO plan, everything it pays in accordance to that preset copay schedule. But all 3 of these plans will remain the same for the coming plan year. The iMed Vision plan is also the same. This base plan provides frames every 24 months with a $100 allowance for frames and contact lenses. The income protection benefits are still here for you. Florida Tech provides short-term disability and also long-term disability. Some of the parameters are outlined on the screen here. Life insurance is also available to you to a maximum of 5 times your annual salary, guaranteed underwriting up to $150,000, and spouse and dependent life are also available for purchase. That long-term disability also has a buy-up option, and all of these benefits will be outlined in the icubabenefits.org enrollment portal. If you do decide to increase your life or disability coverage during this open enrollment period, you may be required to complete what we call an evidence of insurability. So if you receive a pop-up in the system that's letting you know that you'll need to complete the EOI process, this process is initiated through Symetra's secure portal once your enrollment is finalized. This EOI process must be completed following your enrollment. You will not have another time to complete this process. The connection to the Symetra benefits will pop up as soon as you click that final submit button. And we just ask that you do your very best to answer the questions at this time, because like I said, this will be the only time that you have to complete the process. If Symetra has any questions about how you completed any of the information, they can contact you. Additional benefits are also available to you through Florida Tech. These additional benefits are not restricted to the open enrollment period. Employees can enroll and cancel these at any time throughout the year. Legal Shield and Nationwide Pet Insurance contact information is in the BenefitsWise guide and also in the enrollment portal. Please contact them directly to hear more about the plans and enrollment information. As a reminder, representatives from Lincoln and TIAA are available for on-campus, one-on-one meetings by appointment only. HR News sends out emails regularly with dates and times of their availability. For those of you who are medical plan participants with IQVA and participate in Rally, an annual visit with your representative between April and February will count for an on-site financial wellness incentive. Please remember, you can make changes to your contributions at any time throughout the year. Just some last-minute open enrollment housekeeping items. We want to remind you that changes made during open enrollment will be in place for the full plan year, which begins again on April 1st, 2020 and ends on March 31st, 2021. Any changes made outside of the open enrollment period are only permitted within 30 days of a qualified life event. This is items or events such as a birth of a child, marriage, loss or gain of other coverage, and a few other things fall into the qualified life event category. If you have questions about it, you can contact HR, but all qualified life events must be processed within that 30-day time frame. Just a reminder, the 1095 tax form is not required for your taxes this year, so we will keep a copy for you safely in your employee file at IQVAbenefits.org. All requirements of healthcare reform are in place. In fact, IQVA plans offer more generous free wellness benefits than are required by law. Now is also the time to review and update your life insurance beneficiary information while you're in there checking out all your other benefits and making those confirmations for what you're planning for the upcoming plan year. And as a note, when you're designating a beneficiary under the age of 18, you may want to contact an estate planner or establish a proxy or a trust. Thank you very much for your attention. And just a reminder, open enrollment deadline is Friday, February 21st at the close of business. Have a great day.